Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. As you can see from the northwest corner there, we pretty much have the enemy locked down around the enemy base. You can see the boss's unit there. We know the boss is a Norn, a shaman who is married to the Deva Figaro. We defeated Figaro back in the Zenobia map, the slums of Zenobia, 2 maps ago. But we let him escape so he can go talk with Endor, maybe end the war that way. However, his wife doesn't realize that we let him go, and she's under the impression that we killed him, so she took control of the Imperial forces in this area and is on a mission of revenge. A mission that's based on her not knowing the entire truth of what happened. So hopefully we can tell her the truth, she'll listen to us, and potentially maybe join our rebellion. We had Gilbert, he was an Imperial commander back in the Sharam district. We had him join the rebellion, so it's totally possible that we can get Norn, especially because several of the city folks told us that Norn has ideals very similar to our own. So, and I guess it also helps out that, you know, her ideas also must not really align with the emperor's, because this entire region is one big prison where political dissidents and criminals are sent, basically. So, yeah, hopefully, like I said, we can, you know, maybe can convince her, and then maybe she might be able to eventually convince her husband to join us. So, assuming that things don't work out with his meeting with Endora, the Empress. So we'll just continue our assault here on the enemy base, and while all our units have the enemies locked down, Orpheus' unit will be safe to go out and liberate some more cities. We still have to try to find Poshal's father and get a cure for Poshal's mother. Poshal was a little girl we met in the city whose father went to get a cure for his mother but never returned. As soon as you arrived, no one took control of the Imperial forces here. It's strange, really. No one always had ideals similar to yours. So, you see an empty a road there that ends in the middle of nowhere. Once again, that's usually a sign that, hey, there's a hidden city around there, so let's go look around there. Send some units back. I don't know if that low-flying unit will make it back in time. We got about a fourth of a day left. Yeah, there's obviously those must be the last 2 enemy units, because otherwise more units would start spawning, so the computer doesn't want you to reach its base, so as you get closer to it, it'll start quickly releasing all its units. Normally the units tend to just flow out in a slow dribble, usually in like 3 waves, but when you get close, then they just start, you know, gushing out like a fire hose. So, I think, I don't know about that samurai unit, but I know we fought that witch unit earlier, so that one's a little bit weaker, so. And speaking of weak units, checking out all our units here, seeing which ones are weak, which ones are ready for battle, and for the most part, most are ready for battle. Just that lycanthrope one is not really ready. That will be the battle. That will be the unit of choice that we're going to send to attack Norn. Now we don't know what her unit comprises of. We haven't looked at it yet. But since I've played this game many times, I know that the unit it has. Norn is in the back row, which is good for her class. She's a shaman, has 3 healing opportunities, and she's leads 2 titans, which are giants. Very similar to the golems. They have, you know, 3 attacks on the front row. They hit you with their clubs, but they have more hit points and, you know, better agility than the golems do. So it's a pretty tough unit to crack. Has good durability, especially with Norn in the back with 3 heals. The chaos was created by the gods. It can't even be seen by humans. But I've heard there's a sword which lets you see them. Be on the lookout for it. And that is a clue to a special item that we'll have to get in the Castellation Sea. That was one of the other areas that opened up once we finished Island Avalon. There were 2 maps that opened up, so... Well, we did fight this samurai unit, because as you can see, they've taken some damage. Don't want to fight them with this unit, because that samurai in the back row has a targeting attack, and it can potentially take out our Beastmaster there. We don't want to lose anybody, so... We have other units here that can finish it off, so... We might be able to have our wizard and mage there. The mage in the darker robes in the back right might be able to take out the leader, the samurai, because they can target their attacks. Well, the mage has 1 hit all, and the wizard can target. It doesn't matter if we defeat the unit leader, because if this one retreats, it'll retreat back to where Matt's unit is hanging out. That's the imp unit. Oh no, it's not a mage, it's a sorcerer. I forgot that I gave it the undead staff. The undead staff makes it a sorcerer, mage, right away. As soon as you create a mage, if you have an undead staff, you can make it a sorcerer. And if you have an undead ring, that's even better. You can make it a lich, and lich will gain a 3rd back row hit all attack. So let's see if our little imp there in the back, yep, went first, knocked out the samurai. So that takes away a big fear from that unit. So even though the samurai it uses that attack, the Ian Nuki attack, and hurts itself, it does deal a lot of damage, so... So there's Norn, we'll fight her soon, well, we're gonna fight her, but like I said, we're gonna want to use that lycanthrope unit. Because one, Norn and Titans are both good alignment units. Shaman obviously a good alignment, and Titans are the final advancement for giants that go the good route, that have high alignment. So those units are going to naturally fight worse in night. They're going to deal less damage and take more damage. And conversely, our unit, the lycanthropes, they will fight much better at night, because they turn into their beast forms, and they have more attacks, better resistances. So they'll have plenty of attacks to whittle through, Norn's healing. So, of course, that will be a little bit tough to take advantage of, because, like I said, Norn's hanging out in the back row. So we either got to do like massive damage all at once to finish off the Titans and then finish off Norn, or we'd have to, use a Fool card to get the Titans to fly or to escape. So. Checking out this south west corner, place we've been neglecting for the most part. We're neutral encounter here, so it's a mountain. So it's a we can get either a silver dragon in it. So but we don't need a silver dragon. So mountains we have silver dragons. Sea we get angels, and snow mountains we get ice giants. Finish off this unit here. That stun is nice because it prevents their witch from using stun on us. Unless, of course, we wake the witch up with our own attack, so. Which, unfortunately, we did. Nope. And it stunned the worst 2 that we could have possibly wanted. Because if we would have stunned the Beastmaster on the left instead, the one on the right would have hit the dragon and wouldn't attack the witch, and we wanted that imp to still be around to target the dragon. Dragons take a little bit more damage from magical, so we found a temple. And we liberated the temple. Now let's see what we get. What card do we pull? All our alignment goes up by 2, and that's for everybody on this map because we just pulled a world card earlier. The other day we found the body of a man near this temple. It seems he was trying to get a golden beehive, but instead he was killed by the bees. I don't have any use for the nest itself. Please take it. And we get a beehive. Uh-oh, that man must have been Posha's father. Guess I'm gonna have to deliver the bad news. But at least we'll be able to save her mother with the beehive. So now to get the Postal quest, you have to have one little requirement. Your character has to have a reputation of at least 45 plus, so slightly less than halfway full, the reputation meter, and your union leader has to have an alignment of 55 plus. So, but that can happen. It doesn't have to happen when you first enter this map. It can happen any time during this map. So if you're like close on the edge, say you might only have like a 53 alignment, maybe you might pull a Hierophant card and get that +2 alignment, and then you can go visit the city where Postal is. And Postal City, if you didn't see the old video, it's the city where our witch unit is currently hanging out and healing. So, I'll point it out next time we kind of get near it. So, we'll probably put that sorcerer in with our lycanthrope unit. Just give him some extra damage. That way we'll have 8 front row attacks, and then 2. Postal, you found the golden beehive. You found my daddy. Thank you. Now my mind will get all better. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. Thanks. Oh, I know. I'll give you my lucky charm. Take care of it. It's a Centaur demon. That's a weird charm for a little girl to have. But apparently we find out that, like, those are like figurines. And we just got our tribute right before we liberate the city down here. Darn. Well, Postal took the news of her father dying well. Empress, good card. Heals everybody to 100% of their hit points when used in battle. Recently we've seen a lot of people on the run passing through here. Like, a lot of the people in the prison. They are wanted for speaking against the Empire. So, well, let's send some more units back. Shouldn't have, we'll have to wait obviously until night to attack Norn, but shouldn't have to take much longer than that. Shouldn't be another day. Should be able to finish this map off. Now, finishing Norn off, that might be a little bit of an issue, so. Another healing card there. Priestess heals everybody for 50 hit points. In the Diaspola prison are many political prisoners arrested by the Empire. Alright. So, looks like we've liberated all the towns. And let's just get our units ready to prepare for their assault. So we'll take out our sorcerer and put him in there for the beast man. We don't really have to worry about healing up the sorcerer because Norn's unit only has physical attacks, so they're all going to be only be able to attack and damage the lycanthropes in the front row, and they're all healed up. So. Put a cleric in the unit rather than the shaman, because usually we're trying to get all our monks, clerics into shaman, so probably get a little bit more experience fighting off the boss, because the boss tends to be a little bit higher level than the other characters. So Norn's unit is Norn herself. Let me put up my thing. Norn is level 12, and the 2 titans that are with her are level 11. So, yes, we'll return that unit to the base. After this, because we're going to be going. After this, we'll once again want to reorganize our army. So, and that unit is healed up. We didn't necessarily need to send them back, but since we had to wait until nightfall anyway, why not? Should mean that our units should mainly stay healed for the most part, because any damage our cleric should be able to heal up. So we'll just disband some of our units here. We want to look at some of the items that we got. We're going to obviously want to de-equip these weapons and give them to our were-tiger and were-wolves so they can deal the most damage. Give them those extra points of strength. The Euro sword gives plus 15. Probably the best sword to give would be thinking back the relic sword, because that's black elemental, and Norn being a shaman has lowest resistance to the black element. And once we make our unit up again, we'll when we redo our army, that's when we'll shift our weapons around a little bit. I have some units there. Unit 9 there has Lands and Gilbert. Some of the special character units, or that has Ashy and Gilbert. Unit 10 there has Lands, Canopus, and Warren. And Lion and Ash are in the one unit, and Gilbert and Asia are in another unit. And I'm setting them up just keep them away from the regular army, so that when I'm creating units, I know just to avoid them. And then the other one thing is the way I'm kind of setting them up is just how they're kind of set up in sequels. In Ogre battle, or Tactics Ogre, Lands, Warren, Canopus, and two other knights who you don't get in this game. They go down to this area, and you run into them as a group. In Tactics Ogre, in Ogre Battle 64, you get a unit with Gilbert, Asia, your opinion leader, and your opinion leader, and two other characters we haven't gotten yet. And then the other one I'm just using like a group of like Zenobians, so who don't appear in other places. Lion and Ash don't appear in any other games, but you know, they're from Zenobia, so. And I'll kind of be putting characters together like that in like weird little groups, the special characters. Like one that's like, we'll get some supernatural characters that are kind of from the heavens and stuff that we'll I'll put in a unit together. So hey, there's Morgan our Hawkman. He's level 10. We can promote him to Eagle Man. I forget to promote him here though, but afterwards. So now it's just time to swarm Norn and try to finish her out. So we got a bunch of evil units. We were mistaken. The world that the Highlands are striving for was nothing like the Empire has become. Even as a servant of the gods, I couldn't see through Rashidi. If I had known sooner, I could have saved Kos. I had even considered joining the rebellion, like Ronnie, but it's too late. I have nothing to live for in a world without Kos. All I can do now is defeat you and get revenge for Kos Debonair. I'll take you with me to the underworld. Ronnie, we're gonna learn about her in a future map. But it sounds like Ronnie is another dissident of the Empire. A former citizen of the Empire who's frustrated the way things went. So, that was pretty interesting. That was good that no one used her healing before anybody attacked. So, and that would have been good if we would have hit. But, well, maybe not. Because that would have definitely taken her below she definitely made her the weakest, and then she would have just healed herself. So maybe this next hit. Nope. So again, that's a black magic attack nightmare. That would have been nice to hit because being a cleric, her 2 weakest resistances are black, and well, Shannon are black and physical. I don't know which one is worse though, but we'll see once we get our mages and stuff who can target. If they use if a wizard uses like a nightmare attack, then you know that it's she's weakest against the black elemental. If it's a physical attack like acid, then we know she's weakest against physicals. But well, that unfortunately did not do too much damage, but any little bit, yeah, just a little bit on that one Titan. The other one's all healed up, so not necessarily a really damaging unit. We're not going to be so worried about this unit being able to, defeat our characters. The main issue is being able to out-damage Norn's healing and also finish her off. So, see, our lycanthropes do a lot of damage and don't take much damage. So, well, now we know that Norn is weakest against the black magic, because that's Phantom. Phantom is black magic. If it was she was weakest against physical, our sorcerer back there would have used acid. Let's see, maybe our sorcerer can take out that Titan, and the remaining attacks we have of Werewolf Tiger Man can start taking on Norn. So now we just gotta make sure we hit her. So it's good that she got her healing off before we did any damage to her. So that's a nice hit there. Another nice hit there. So sadly, because she's a leader and she's on the enemy base, those Titans will instantly be replaced. So we're gonna have to cut through them again. But our cleric there did get a level, so now we can turn her into a shaman, which is what we wanted to do anyway. So hopefully, let's see this unit. Hopefully we can weaken up those 2 Titans, and our wizard can hit. Hopefully, make his spells hit Norn back there, and then we can send in our lycanthropes again to finish the deal off. So normally actually heal herself a little bit more because only the wizard can hit Norn. And it looks like Norn's healing is going to outpace the damage he does. And there's no way Norn's going to heal herself so much that she has more hit points than any of the Titans. So, well, potentially if, no, our characters ain't going to hit much. Yeah, Wildman there, unfortunately, has a white magic weapon. You see the flash green, so Titans, being good alignment, have the highest resistance to white magic, so not dealing a lot of damage. So we're not going to deal any more damage to her because our wizard missed his second attack there. So rather than allow Norn to get her 3rd healing in, we'll just retreat and see what we can do here. So it's almost like we're back to square one again. Yep, Norn's at full, the Titans are almost at full. So we just gotta hope that we get some really good damage from our characters. Might be probably would have been a good time for me to use like a devil card. I know I picked one of them up earlier, but I'm kind of running low on tarot cards, so I didn't necessarily do it. So it's always good when Norn has a Titan to heal up rather than herself, because that just like I said, all that matters is defeating Norn. So hopefully, like I said, our Phantom goes, takes out these 2 Titans, doesn't miss. Woohoo! Would have been nice if it would have hit Norn, but give ourselves an extra attack here. So good. She went before all of us, so that healing was wasted. Now all I just gotta hope for is that all our hit characters hit, which is easier said than done. Enemy bosses tend to have really good agility. If our two werewolves there would have hit, she would have been done. Only have 60 hit points left. And they're all missing. No! 4 attacks missed. Probably could have taken her out in 2, so. Dope! So this is what I said. Norn can be troublesome. She's not putting any of our units in danger. It's just a matter of her survivability. She's a dodge tank and she's good at healing. So yeah, now she has 2 fresh titans, so all the healing that she does is going to be on herself. So let's use this card. Oh. It'll just lower the amount of healing that she can do on herself. It won't take her out, but it'll weaken the Titans. She won't heal the Titans because she's gonna focus on healing herself. The healers always heal whoever has the least amount of hit points. It's not based on a percentage, so we might be able to take this unit out if well, no one will end up going before the imp does again, or the devil now, so, or the demon. Devil's the next, it goes imp, demon, devil. So she's a little bit quicker, so she'll get a healer off, but it's too bad, you know, the stun could potentially hit, Norn, but once again, she's, very, dodgy, but darn. But we've, weakened her and her titans a little bit, so hopefully now our lycanthropes can take care of her. Right now, we almost took her out, brought her down to, took out the 2 titans and brought her down to 60 hit points, and that was when her 2 titans were at full hit points. So it's good that she wasted healing on the titan, because they aren't very good at dodging attacks. Lycanthropes seem to have no problem damaging them. Just trying to take them out ASAP here. Hopefully our sorcerer can. And now I was talking about not missing the titans, and we missed. And we missed the other one too, but we did hit Norn. That's the main thing we want to do. We want to hit Norn. It's also good when we have one of her titans down below her hit points, because then she'll waste her healing on the titan. And as you can see from our previous battles, titans are much easier to take out than Norn herself, so we're sitting pretty good here. Finally, taking out Norn. But just like we let Koss go away, we're gonna let Norn go away here too. So I've lost, but now I can finally be with Koss. Do it, finish me. No! Wait, Debonair is still alive! He went back to the Highlands to find Endor and see the truth for himself. Koss is alive? Do you mean it? Yes, it's true, he's alive. You don't need, Norn, you don't need revenge. We want your enemy, don't you see that? Are you telling me to join you? Yes. Of course, you must see Debonair again. But you're right, of course, thank you. And we get Norn, and we liberated Diaspola. So, spoiler, we will eventually get Debonair to join our party, but only if we have Norn. So we have to recruit Norn here to eventually end up getting Debonair. So Debonair is gonna go back to the Highlands, find out that, you know, he's gonna see what his wife saw, and dissuaded her. Remember, Debonair was sent to Zenobia to get him out of Endor's hair, because, you know, he was such a straight shooter, and they were afraid that, you know, he might see. So Norn comes with 2 titans, so we don't have to worry about building up any giants to be lawful alignment. And then we'll recruit Ice and Fire, which are the neutral and bad alignment giants, through neutral encounters. So, well, we'll disband our army and then we'll take off weapons when we rebuild our army later. So, but Norn being a special character, she's a Zenobian, we can throw in with the Ash and Lion. So, put her in with there. So, yeah, Ash, Lion. We can make another unit with them then. There's Gilbert and Asia. They will eventually be joined by Debonair. So, let's see who we can promote here. Alright, Misha can become a Shaman. And looks like our two Hawkmen can become Eaglemen. So, yep. So that'll be good. And we don't have to worry about their alignment anymore, because Eaglemen and Ravenmen are the end on the promotion line for Hawkmen. So, alrighty. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode here. So I'll see you next episode when we go back to Diaspola and talk with the people there and tank our alignment and go look for recruiting Dinah. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.